you ever felt low on confidence when you're at work? Whether you're an employee or an employer, or even if you are the CEO of the company, and you feel that you have been low on confidence, and because of which your performance has been reducing constantly, and you're not able to get over this. If you are one of those people, then this video is definitely for you, where I am going to share with you a few tips as to how you can improve your self-confidence at work. This is Sona Bhattad, a life coach, and I'm here to help you live your best life. So here we go. Tip number 1, define your brilliance. Own the skills that you are good at. Let others also know that yes, this is your core strength and you are extremely good at it. Be so good at it that people just are in awe with that one particular skill of yours. Sometimes it may also happen that you may not be aware of your strengths. What I have done at that particular situation where I felt that, I messaged a couple of my friends and relatives, close friends of mine, and I asked them, what according to you are my superpowers? What according to you is my core strength? What do you think I'm good at? And the answers that they gave to me totally surprised me. I was in awe at all those answers. I was like, yes, these are all my strengths, and how come I didn't know them? So what happens is, many a times we do not know what we are good at. But people can see, the others can see. We can't see in ourselves what others can see. They can see the beauty within us. So there is no harm in asking for help, in asking your close friends and asking your relatives to just know what your core strengths are, to know what your superpowers are. And then use your superpower to your brilliance, just to make that your own strength to own. Tip number 2. Check your inner criticism or resistance. A lot of times we are our own critic. We criticize ourselves for things. If we make one mistake, we start beating ourselves up. We feel we can't do it and we are not good enough. And what this criticism does is it actually stops our own growth. It is our biggest hindrance in today's time. I want you to think of this criticism as an outsider. Someone from outside is telling you that, you know what, you can't do it, and this job is not meant for you, this work is not meant for you. What happens then is that when an outsider comes and tells you something negative, you can't take it, and you'll make sure that you work on any particular skill that is required for you, and you make that happen for you. You make that work which you were not good at to be your strength. And that's what exactly I want you to do. I want you to think of that criticism as an outsider, and keep thinking of it as an outsider, and keep working on that till the time you are able to master that. Don't let your own thoughts stop you. Be aware of that criticism, and each time it comes into your mind, change that thought. Change that criticism to a constructive thought. Tip number 3, sticking to boundaries. How many times has it happened that just for the simple reason that you're not able to say no for a particular thing, maybe a function or a social gathering, your work gets affected. Your work gets deeply affected, and then you regret that had you not gone there or had you not said yes to that person, your work would have been done by now. It also affects your creativity, your productivity at work. You have to learn to say no to things that do not matter. Not at all times, of course, and sometimes there are times where you have to go, but you just need to have that clear distinction as to what are the things that you can go for and what is it that you have to learn to say a no. Learning to say a no is a very, very important part of creating boundaries at work or anything else for that matter. Are you willing to say that no to a close one? Because your work matters. And then once you're done with your work, you can always try to compensate or do something to make the other person happy. Number 4, keep taking action. I can't stress enough on the importance of this, because this particular point beats everything else. Whether your inner criticism is there, whether you feel you can't, whether outsiders feel you can't, no matter what happens, you just have to keep taking action. Even if you're scared, just feel the fear and do it anyways. Each day when you take one step towards your goal, you will start feeling more confident. You will start feeling that yes, you're reaching closer towards your goal. You are doing well. Your performance is improving. And you'll really master the skill of confidence. Just keep taking action every single day. Last but not the least, celebrate. Learn to celebrate every win of yours. be it big or small. Each time you accomplish something, celebrate. Each time you feel that you have learned a particular skill, celebrate. Each time someone else tells you that, wow, you've done this so beautifully, learn to accept it, learn to say a thank you. Yes, you did it. And just keep celebrating. The day you begin to celebrate, you will see that you'll be more motivated to do more things and you will be able to achieve more. So these were the 5 key points to build your confidence at work. Which amongst these is your favorite? Let me know in the comment section. Waiting to hear from you. Thank you so much. Bye.